Next, Arizona plays host to Carolina, a team that's beaten them in 5 straight games. The Cardinals look to snap that losing streak to the Panthers, and it's coming your way on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Burrow looking to pass, and brought in by the tight end Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Burrow on play action. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they...
Touchdown, Panthers! Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 6 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Ryan. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They go back to Carson here on 2nd. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Ryan. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kelvin Benjamin. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. That's caught by Hollister. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Ryan on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2nd and 8. of the gun. It's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third down, Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Robinson now off the option. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Ryan. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he's on to punt for Carolina. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
the football going back over to Arizona now.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
They run it with Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Chris Carson trotting back out there, and he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Carson. Running right through it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, it's Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That's complete to Mooney. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Burrow. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Ryan. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The Burrows throw on target to Godwin here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and inches, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Ryan. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive with 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Mooney.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And going deep for Hill. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that one's spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backs.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on 2nd down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They run again with Carson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Carson from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals add on. So he's in for his third score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And Cook has it, left side. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Open man is Samuel, complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the delay, here's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side. side of the field. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Burrow. And this will be caught by Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Touchdown, Panthers. Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Clay Brooks to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson breaks through the contact, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them the pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Burrow's throw taken in by Cook.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Burrow. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
7 yards to pick up there. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And Burrow going to throw again. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. It's complete to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Burrow looking to pass.
That's complete to Mooney.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
They end up getting stuck twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So that'll back them up 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
1st down, here's Burrow. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the
169 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Now Abdullah, the return.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And the Panthers coming out now.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.